Gemini's interests are wider rather than deep. That's true. Like I said, I like to be spread out and know so much, but I don't necessarily have the time or interest to be fully invested in a certain particular thing, because I want to be involved in everything, and that can be good and bad. Because it's good because I get to learn about everything. It's bad that because when trying to focus on one particular thing, I can get bored really easily. But I've learned to push my focus into one thing at that point in time so that I can deal with that and get it done. And this is how to attract a Gemini, this portion. So beware of being too smugly conservative or a conformist. Yeah, I don't like people who necessarily conform. Like, if you believe in something, that's fine, but be fluid, like I said before. Speak your mind frankly on any subject. If you believe in something, believe in it. Don't just change your mind about it because I don't like it or I don't agree with it. But if you believe in something and you're passionate about it, I respect that. I may not agree with the thing that you are passionate about, but I respect your loyalty to that, and your knowledge about it is very attractive to me. Yeah. And with that, even if we argue or have a debate about things, that is cool. Like, having a different opinion is fine. Like, I don't need someone in my life that's going to completely agree with everything I say. I mean, that's cool sometimes, but you need to have your own point of view, your own mind on the world and things that are going on around you. I don't need yes people. Oh, you're great, everything you say, blah, 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 blah. This video is going on 18 minutes long. I'm going to have to cut this shit like crazy. Gemini enjoy intellectual talk, but they also love gossip. I really do. I love to talk about things that are smart and intellectual, as the book said, but I also love me some gossip. If you know interesting things about celebrities or anything like that, I love that. So I love to talk about words and current events and politics and things of that nature, but I also love to talk about what fucking shenanigans Lindsay Lohan's up to this week, or what fucking nude pictures Chris Brown's popping up with these days. Shit like that. Like, I love shit like that, and Angelina Jolie and so on and so forth. So you got to be able to keep up with me on that. Want to give a gift? Give it to me. Click below. Bracelets and rings will set off their expressive hands, or give them something to stimulate their busy mind. Books, word games, puzzles, the latest dictionary. Like, I love stuff like that. Like, one, I love bracelets, I love rings, I love jewelry, I love accessories. I don't really wear a lot because I like specific things, and I don't really go shopping for that stuff, really. But I do love them, and I do get more into them from time to time. But I also love, like, little things, like little, oh, you were thinking about me. Look, oh, look, here's a new dictionary. I love dictionaries. I love new dictionaries. Word games. Like, anybody who plays words with friends from me knows that, like, I'm addicted to that shit. This video, actually, being that it's so fucking long, might be video number 6 and 7, part 1 and 2. Just so you know, because it's Gemini, bitch. So this video might be split into 2 videos because I need to get that shit done. Holler. Warning, Gemini are deeply sensitive and need to have people around them that they can trust. Never give them a reason to suspect you are playing fast and loose with them, even if you are. I am. I can be very sensitive about things, and I take things personally, and I can get offended easily. Because I know that to be true sometimes, for me personally, I do take a look back to certain things and try to reevaluate it for all points of view, so I can be even keeled and fair. But I do take things personally sometimes, and I will act on that. know that it's irrational, but still be that way. Like, I can't help the way I feel, but I can help the way I act, as I've said many times before. And don't you be suspicious of them. Nothing distresses Geminis more than to have their motives distrusted. I hate when people close to me, because people who don't know me, they could feel any kind of way about what I do or what I. But when I say I mean, and what I mean I say. It may be cryptic to you if you don't understand me or know me, but I hate when people distrust my motives. If I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. I take a promise. If you promise me something, if you say I promise, if you use the words I promise, I take that to heart, because I don't use those words lightly. If I say I promise you something, it is gonna happen. I've broken one promise ever, and I remember when, and I remember why. And if I ever say I promise and I am gonna do something, I'm going to do it. And I expect the same from you. Now, if you just say you're going to do something, I'll take your word for it. But don't just come to me willy-nilly promising shit, because that takes my trust away from you. And I cut your ass off. I'll cut anybody off for any reason. Father, daughter, son, mother, sister, brother, uncle, cousin, grandmother. You know, if I can't trust you, I don't want you in my life. And if you don't trust me, I don't want you in my life. What is the point? So I try to be very trustworthy and prove that the reason you trust me is because I can be trusted, and I take that very seriously. So if I say I'm gonna do something, I will do my best to do it. But if I promise I'm gonna do something, it's gonna happen. There has to be a real serious situation or reason to why I am not doing what I promised. That's why you will never hear me say I promise on some willy-nilly shit and just be like, okay, look, I promise, I don't do that. And people, and my friends and family will tell you, they'll ask me to promise something, and I'm like, no, I'll do it. But I'm not promising shit, because that holds me to an obligation. I have commitment issues. So that is pretty much it. This video literally right now is at 24 minutes. So it's definitely going to be 2 parts, and this is going to be video 6 and 7, and that's going to catch me up on these videos. So when I edit this, it's going to be 2 parts. Once again, you guys can gifts below, all other information below. You can also share my Facebook, my Zazzle store, my Twitter. Also, you can message me on Twitter with your best birthday moments, or on Facebook, so on and so forth. I will be in New York for my birthday, June 11th and 12th. I may be there June 13th as well. You guys know how to get in touch with me for the most part. Either Twitter, Facebook, so on and so forth. So if you're there, you want to hang out, you want to get me a drink or something, holler. And that's pretty much it. I love you guys, and we are done. Kush roll, glass full, I prefer the better thing. With no money, act like money isn't everything. I'm having a good time, I'm trying to ruin it. Shout out to the fact that I'm the youngest doing it. Cat on, Brim, Bent, Denzel, every time. Drake say the N-word way too much. Just a little bit. Oh, fucking bug. Get out of here! Shit.